have two speakers. The next one is Matteo Campofiorito. Okay, we can see you and we can hear you. Perfect. I know my last name is not easy to be said, but I mean, to me, actually, it is my name which is not easy. My name is Cosmar, so even my mom sometimes calls me in the wrong way. So first of all, where are you? I'm in Rome. I'm fine. Of course, I'm staying home. I have two small kids, and so managing work and family at the same time is not easy. So after you, we will have Luca Mercalli, but I first give the floor to you. I think you also have slides to share. Okay, so the floor to you. And the topic is climate change and coronavirus. Okay, I hope you can see my slides. Okay, I would like to skip just the very first slide about what I do. I really would like to talk about climate change and the hot topic of my speech, of my presentation. So what is coronavirus doing? Well, it is quite clear from the healthcare point of view, it is really devastating. But at the same time, if you want to look at something positive, let me pass it. Well, thanks to the coronavirus, we have recorded a drop in nitrogen dioxide. This is made of two atoms of oxygen and nitrogen, and this is the result of combustion, in particular diesel engines from our cars. And this gas is extremely harmful because it can cause fatal diseases. In Italy, unfortunately, I have to say that we are first. Italy is the country in which we have the highest number of deaths caused by nitrogen dioxide, 14,600 deaths. So it is extremely harmful and widespread in our cities. Now, the coronavirus led to the lockdown starting from China. And already there, so during the first lockdown in China, we understood that the shutting down of factories' activities, the fact of staying at home, not using transport, in particular combustion engines, so all this resulted in a significant drop in nitrogen dioxide. This is, for example, a picture from NASA, and you can see the before and after the lockdown. So the areas in yellow and brown, these are where nitrogen dioxide is concentrated. But look at the picture after the lockdown. You see how the situation has changed. And in China, not only a drop in nitrogen dioxide was recorded, but also CO2 emissions dropped considerably, 25% less, which means 200 million tons of CO2. And this is really a lot. Such a drop, such a decline in pollutants in the atmosphere was clear in all the cities affected by coronavirus and lockdowns. For example, the European Environmental Agency confirmed that due to the lockdown, the nitrogen dioxide was decreasing so much in Milan, in Rome, for example, 26 to 35% decrease if compared to the previous year, and also in Bergamo. So these are the biggest cities in Italy where there is a lot of traffic and lots of manufacturing going on, but the same trends are being reported also in other countries, in particular where the lockdowns have been implemented. For example, in Spain, in this case, also nitrogen dioxide dropped significantly. And with this slide, you see the whole Europe, and these data are taken from Sentinel-5P satellites, and all these pictures are processed by platform, and they clearly show such a change. Of course, this is in a limited period of time, but if you look at nitrogen dioxide concentration, the data are completely different compared to the situation before the lockdown. If you look at the purple areas, these are where there was the highest concentration of nitrogen dioxide, and that was before. And now you look at the situation after the lockdown. So once the lockdown measures were adopted, well, the consequence was that the concentration in nitrogen dioxide decreased significantly. Now, starting from the picture, so how the situation is now, I also would like to think of possible solutions or ideas in order to really have or implement a paradigm shift, in particular looking at what we do in our cities, how we move in our cities. So far, we have been free, and we said we can do whatever we want. And I have to say that the choices we have made were not, let's say, in favor of air. Unfortunately, such a painful experience, which is the pandemic, can teach us something good. For example, we could really implement smart working policies. We could think of some days dedicated to smart working, mandatory, of course, for the companies who can do that, so that there will be some days in which traffic is considerably reduced. We have some measures, for example, during Sunday, where vehicle traffic is prohibited, but we could come up with more ideas. For example, at least once a week, having a smart working day in order to reduce the nitrogen dioxide concentrations, and also shifting to electric mobility. Well, we have started in a way, but looking at this crisis, we should look at both private and public electric mobility. So we should transform or convert diesel buses to electric or hydrogen buses, so ones which are not pollutant. And the same could be done by implementing urban intermodality policies. So basically, in our cities, we should use different means of transportation, particularly public transportation, to go to work, for example, using the underground, for example, but also bikes or scooters or electric bicycles as well. So thanks to all these different means of transportation, we could no longer use cars, for example. Thank you. Thank you, Matteo. I would like really to thank you for your message. We are a bit late, so we have to give the floor to the next speaker, but I'm sure we will meet again. I would like to thank you once more for your contribution, and thank you. Have a good day. Thank you so much.